Everybody, it's a little dark here, so bear with me one moment. There. Okay. Once again, hey everybody, welcome to another edition of With My Thoughts, where I'm going to rant. And as always, this and other podcasts in the Jazzy Groove Rainy Day Podcast family are brought to you by the power of five. If you like what we're doing, consider supporting the channel, and at the very least, hit the like button. You'll be glad you did. Also, we're in the final stretch of our HP laptop giveaway. We'll be giving away a 14-inch HP EliteBook Z laptop with Windows 11 pre-installed. If you want to get in on it, it's coming down to the wire now. But in order to get into the competition with a chance to win it, subscribe to the channel. That's it. So if you want to be in it to win it, hit the subscribe button. Okay, and now we're going to parlay into today's topic. And today's topic simply is I'm done. Again. And I know I've said this before. And I've had my reasons before. But today, I've had an epiphany. And I figured I'd share it with you guys. And it goes a little something like this. I took my daughter and her mother and brother as well. We went to an open house at a university. It's about an hour away. This university is nice. Gotta give credit where credit's due. They got their stuff together there. They got things in it that I would think I'm thinking about doing. Really, really nice. And during the propagandist phase, that's when they tell you how great they are and why you should enroll with them. The theme, it seemed to center a lot around community. Use your professors, they're a resource. Use your fellow students, they're a resource. Get out. Do things. And on the surface level, it sounded good. I mean, you can't grow if you don't know. And you won't know if you don't get out and try things. So, yeah, there was some sense in that. Then I thought about it. And I'm thinking, hold up, wait a minute. One sec.
Hold up.
And come again. It's easy for someone to say, use the things around you. But the truth of the matter is, There are a lot of people out there who, for whatever reason that they have, haven't found their voice yet. In order to fully maximize your potential in any given situation, you got to open your mouth and say something. You have to. Because if you don't, they're going to keep rolling right along like everything's fine, because everything is fine to them. One of the songs that I liked growing up, I forget who did it, but as long as I know nothing's wrong till I hear it from you. Or in other words, it's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. If you're not squeaking, they don't notice something wrong with you, they're going to keep going like everything's fine. Because everything is fine to them. And if you don't have that voice, if you can't speak for yourself, how are they going to know that you're all right or not all right? They're going to think they're quiet. They get it. They'll be all right. Meanwhile, they're drowning. So, all this talk about using your resources, if you don't have a voice to use these resources or to ask for help, it's not happening. Hate to tell you, it's not happening.
Nope.
I wish it was better, but then again, if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. She doesn't, so she isn't. Coulda, woulda, shoulda can be frustrating at the best of times. Coulda, woulda, shoulda can be pie in the sky. Things would be so much better if you should be able to do this. I could be this way. It would be great if. I'm going to ask you one question, and I really want an answer. And the question is this: is that the way it is?
Nope.
No, it's not. It just isn't. You can say what you want. You can do what you want. You can feel however you want to feel. But it's not happening. And nothing you say or do is going to change that unless you're willing to put in work. And we all know how people feel about work. Not doing it.
Nope.
Well, not happening. I'm just going to ride this out and see where it goes. And they ride it out and then have the nerve to be surprised and angry when the situation doesn't resolve itself the way they want it to. How can you be mad if you want something and take no concrete steps to make it happen? So that's like me saying, I'm going to make $1 million. And then turn around in my in the basement eating Cheetos or Doritos or whatever you want to eat, playing video games. It's not. It's not going to happen. But I feel it should. I could be so much better if. And that's the problem. If. The word should be outlawed. Not because it's wrong, because it's a conditional word. But people rely on it too much. People tend to look at things that could be, would be, and should be, and falsely conflate them to things that they are. And they're not. Remember my saying, if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. If. But she doesn't. So she isn't. Which puts the lie to what you're saying. Because there's no based in reality. Nothing. Let's look at, again, going right back to that saying. Let's look at it for what it truly is. You have an aunt. She's a woman. She identifies as a woman. She has female parts. Now, if she had balls, she no longer identify as a woman. She'd identify as a male. This way your aunt would then become your uncle. Carla would become Carl. That's what you're saying. How stupid is that? How moronic, how idiotic. And you speak it like everybody knows about it. And it's not happening. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. Truth is stranger than fiction. Let's look at no, we'll leave the top alone for another day. Definitely keep your eye on this space because I've got an epic rant coming up and you're not going to want to miss it. That's all I'm going to say about that. And with that being said, we're going to put this topic to bed. This wasn't a long one. There's something I just felt like saying. Because it's weighing on my mind and I had to get it out. And I think I did. Agree or disagree, you drop it down in the comments below. Remember, we operate in the power of 5. We're coming down to the wire on the HP laptop giveaway, so be sure, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the channel. Until the next, this is OBJ saying, thank you one and all for listening. Be kind to one another. Do better. And we'll see you in the next one.